really in this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. We know we ought to hate them, they're different, you see. We've seen they're mean and ugly on movies and TV. The folks that ought to know have told us how it's got to be. The gospel truth is found in scenes from Alien and V. Let's wipe out any life form that seems to be a threat. We'll serve them up a genocide they never will forget. 'Cause if we miss a couple, they'll breed a couple more. And soon we'll all be hating twice as many as before. You see, aliens can never be as good as humankind. A more delightful race than us you'll never ever find. So step aside, you star slime, we're ready for your worst. We know you want to beat us, enslave us and defeat us, oppress us and browbeat us unless we get you first.
Hello everyone, my name is Notepad Anon and I write games for fun. So, what are we working on today? We are working on standard issue science fiction. And we're going to be going through the meticulous process of cleaning everything up and making it pretty nice. So, we're going to go right to our preliminary document here. We got this open. And after much deliberation with myself, I've decided the rough approach I want to take to it. Because I asked a few people, what is the most over-the-top space opera setting available? Space opera game available, I should say. And the first answer, and pretty much the only answer that really came up, was 40K. Now, I like Warhammer 40,000. I like it a lot. However, that's not... If I want to run a Warhammer game, we're going to be running a Warhammer game. If I want cheesy, over-the-top super violence between daring men and pulpy science fiction shenanigans, I want pulpy science fiction shenanigans where everyone is being too dramatic to actually do anything. So, that's what we're going to be working on. But we're going to have to start cleaning things. So, first things first, we're going to go through everything and make it pretty. So, overall, this looks pretty solid. But playing the game, attempts of failure, action check is called, roll these 6 plus attribute plus skills plus modifiers, attempts to reach target set by the narrator, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And let's actually open up AnyDice. AnyDice.com. Streaming a little bit later than I usually do. I guess got off the phone with someone. And, alright, here we go. This is what we want. 10, 11 is pretty average. So, yeah, that works. And 15 is, by default, not terribly likely, so you do need your attributes and skills for that. Cool. The likelihood of this occurring is minimal. And talent and abilities. So, attributes represent talents, abilities, and charm. These range from 0 to 5, with 5 being poor and 5 being peak human performance. With 5 being poor and being peak human performance. Haha! Well, with 0 being poor. By signing up. Attributes are determined by assigning ability attribute points, which determine attribute points to the specific skills, to the specific attributes. So what I'm going to do just because we want to clean this up a little bit. Galaxy far, far away. So we're going to hit Control X. Scroll all the way back up. And bada bing, bada boom. Music. There we go. So let's see. I had these big block text formats for this. So. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. I'll change the music a little bit. I don't care about your ads. Be gone. This is spacey. There we go. That's spacey. Science fiction is less a genre, more a setting. No, at this point, it's possible to nail this whole genre. Space opera. Space opera. This is a part of some that encompasses one attribute of science fiction. Science fiction at its core, being a little over the top. Characters, setting, just about everything, and just about everything else in a space opera are larger, more impressive, and far more dramatic than the traditional fantasy setting or modern day galactic wars are waged waged in billions of troops. Daring individuals can buy planets and entire peoples live and die at the command of the few. Space opera is the grand theatric work on an intergalactic scale. Space. Ads, stop, cease, stop. No ads here. This is an ad-free zone. Let's see, we want space opera media. The Expanse, Imperial Red, Lumine, Buck Rogers. Let's see. Birdman. Let's see. We want film, television, Japanime. Yeah, we got a lot of things like Twilight Imperium, stuff like that. That's what I'm going for. So, hard and soft scientific, I do grounded sciences. Okay. Obviously, there's limits to the story being told. Whether it be on the ground of a planetary assault, whether it be on the ground of a planetary assault, or zipping through the stars in a customized starship. Two metrics are simply hard and soft, and drama and action. And then we're going to just apply that right there. Hard and soft science fiction is the idea of how grounded the science is, well, how human the characters are at the end of the day. Hard science fiction setting is one where the cryosleep is necessary for space travel, cybernetics are dangerous to install, and everything can and will kill you. Soft science fiction setting is where technology is a bit wavier. Of course there are laser swords. Of course starfighters can leap from system to system without care in the world, and yes, that wormhole will take you to the other side of the galaxy. Drama, action, character motivations and settings, the overall feeling of the setting. Dramatic science fiction is a setting where men and women are a dramatic science fiction, a dramatic setting is where characters are ready for conflict, but emotions rule the day. It's ultimately a more humane setting. So, drama and action are more the settings, feelings, and actions taking place, as well as the motivations behind its characters. A dramatic setting is where a dramatic setting has characters ready conflict over their own ideals. The situation may call into question their morals. An action setting is intense action, intense excitement where technology is there to maximize the rule of cool and blast some stinking aliens to kingdom come. Meh. I was wondering what was going on. I was listening. Wait. Yeah, no. I'm gonna put everything down there. Technology. And roughly speaking, we want... What did I have here? So, drama, action, hard. I don't care. Ads. Okay, I'm gonna pick some new music. It's getting annoying with all these damn ads. Ads, there we go. Yeah. Maybe turn on some synthwave. Drama, action, hard, soft. So, roughly speaking, how did I split this up? Hard drama. Looks like action had more pleasant attributes / skills, and hard. Okay. And hard and soft equal to how much health you add, so plus endurance. Plus endurance. So I think I'm gonna keep the rough of this. So let's see. Let's do drama. If you're in a drama, you have 5 attribute points, 20 skill points, 3 personal skills. So in action, you have 8 attribute points, 5 skill points, 5 personal skills. And if you're working with higher science fiction, you're dealing with your endurance equals your bod plus athletics score, and your blood equals your bod. Soft means your endurance equals... Oh god. Bod times 2 plus your athletics, and your blood equals your bod. The breakdown. Galaxy far, far away, heading 2. That means we're going to do the breakdown to be hard. 3. Drama, action, split, determine how many attribute and skill points the characters have. The more action-oriented the setting is, the more action-oriented the setting is, the more ability the character has to influence the world. The world with their actions. However, oftentimes in an action world, in an action setting, they'll need every advantage. They'll need yeah, we're on the fix you. So the hard soft split determines how hardy the characters are. With a hard setting, making the characters more fragile, while a soft setting has them a bit more durable to survive some of the more explosive technologies. You know what? I'm gonna change this. Do I still have everything? Yeah, I still have everything. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to Control C, Control V it right in here. This we have it. And we're gonna delete everything because I don't like it. To break down the setting further, determine the kind of story being told. Presented here are 5 ready-made situations presented here are 5 different galactic situations needing daring heroes to help solve their problems. Daring heroes needs heroic characters. Okay, I want to go right here. Put you. So we're going to go here. The war story. War is hell, and hell is where soldiers turn from. And hell is where real heroes are born. A war. The war story scenario has the characters become parts of a part of an organized military effort to take a location, to win the war, to win a war or battle. War stories require characters to have knowledge, fire of battle, and be hardier than the rest. Of their cohorts to survive the grueling conflict. So we're gonna then give them, if you use our handy dandy things right up here, war story, we're gonna make it a little bit more dramatic, so we're gonna make it 8 attribute points, 25 skill points, 5 personal skills, and it's going to be endurance equals bod times 2 plus athletics, and their blood is going to equal their bod. Actually, I'm going to do 3 personal skills. I'm going to give them personal skill, firearm, personal skill, role in the army. Role in the army. Role in the military. We got personal skill, role in the military. You also get another personal. Galactic crime solvers. Crime is a fact of life. The space crime is even worse. The intergalactic noir thriller. Intergalactic noir thriller has the characters take the role of investigators and retinue. There we go. Investigator and the retinue to. Yeah, right.
Retinue,
okay. Retinue is always one of those weird words. Like I've always said it before. No, retinue. It never quite sounds right because it's French, and the French have a terrible language. Take the role of the investigators and the retinue to bring villains to justice and stop disasters where they arise. 8 attribute points, 20 skill points, 25 skill points, 5 personal skills, endurance equal bod plus athletics. The blood equals bod. Relations Bureau. Diplomacy is an art, and luckily you are all artists. Artists of a fine caliber. The Xeno Relations Bureau, as the characters, tasked with going to foreign cultures, planets, and empires to ascertain the difficulties and problems, assisting where they can, or blast them. 5 attribute points, 20 skill points, 3 personal skills, endurance equals bod times 2 plus athletics, and blood equals bod. Let's see, intergalactic noir thriller. Two-fisted galactic throwdown. Always adventure to be had on the outer rims of space in a hot watt, in a wonderful junker of a ship. In their two-fisted galactic throwdown, characters are heroic souls wandering the rims in search of profit, glory, and probably some company. Attribute points, 25 skill points, 3 personal skills, dance equals bod plus athletics, and blood equals bod. I'm actually going to just make 4, but Bureau. Nope, didn't mind do that. I didn't mean to make a new tab. Yoink. There we go, to this galactic throwdown. Put this image right there. Next, I'm going to make a side note. Side note on creating your own scenarios and situations. The four just presented. The four just presented are a series of examples and ideas to springboard off of. The key thing to know is the number of attributes. The number of attributes, skills, personal skills, endurance, and blood. And distributed to start with. Depending on a plethora of other factors that will be talked about later in this book. This can change significantly or not very much. If you do want a guide to making your own, here you go. This is why we don't break. This is why we don't make anything go away. Not really a side note, more like a page, but you know what? Screw it. It is like a page almost, so I may as well just make it its own page. While creating your own scenarios and situations, we're going to do heading 3. One key thing to note is that none of those should stop you from making the desired game of your choice. If you want to assign a large amount of skills and low attributes, go for it. You want a lot of health, but weak characters. I can't stop you. Tell your story the way you want it to be. The above is just for balance. Da, 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 da. Kind of a cop-out answer, but So, for character creation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip right back up here. I'm going to hit this. Is we have choosing the setting, attributes, skills, personal skills. Who are you? Dying in space. So I think it should be choosing a setting. Who are you? The world system, the racial system. Yeah, actually, no, I'm just going to use who are you is going to be alien and human. It's going to be aliens and humans. And I'm probably going to have to tone down the home world selection, and then each individual race is going to have to be split down. Alright, so, roughly speaking, we're going to have the humanoid, mammalian, reptilian, avian, arthropod, molluscoid, fungoid, plantoids, lithoids, and then, yeah, we'll just use this. We'll have to slap robots in the expanded rules. Yeah, I think that works. Because everyone wants to play their... So if we go... Who are you? Actually, attributes, skills, unique skills. No. I should put who are you? Who are you there? So you have the attributes, your skills, your personal skills, and then these affect your attributes and skills. Okay, so your attributes, who you are determines your attributes and your skills. So you need to See, this is the catch-22, because if you put it before, you won't understand what they mean, but if you put it after, they may have already made a decision they want. Have to go back. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it where it is. I think that works, but I'm still gonna add all the aliens. So that means is we're gonna go through attributes. Clear weak frame. Character's brute force personality and charisma and daring personality. character with high bravado is confident and leader. Education, reflexes. I feel like I should have a fifth attribute here. I don't know what it is, though. Like, half of me wants to put another attribute in here, and I don't quite know what I would put there. I might think about... Actually, you know what? Let's go exploring a little bit. We're going to go to Monster's Adventure. We're also going to go to The Light Fades Softly, and what's some other games that owe a lot to this one. Yes, Hearts of Darkness, you can say that. So let's go to Light Fades Softly, everyone's sad, depressed, body, education, reflex, senses. That might be a good one to add in. Like senses or nerves, something like right down here. Because I took out bravado. An MGA, we have bod, bravado, scholarship, reflexes, corruption. We don't really need to worry about corruption. And Hearts of Darkness. Hearts of Darkness. Attributes, brain, sleaze, toughness, twitch. We only actually have 4 there, too. Yeah, I feel like there should be a 5th, and I don't know what it is. No bodies. Because this is effectively your strength and constitution. That's how charismatic you are, how smart you are, how fast you are. What would be another good attribute? You know, for something like this, I might put something like I wouldn't necessarily call it a luck, but a luck attribute. That actually may not be the worst idea. Have it use it as a bullshit mechanic? No. I'm going to think about that one a little bit. Let's go down to skills. So, actually, if we go... let's see, okay, so we have education, academics, hardware, that's pretty... I don't mean to yawn. I need to fix this anyway. turn. Skills, skills, skills. Give me more skills. You know what? Star Wars SFG skills. I think we can. Cha. Dick. The characters, charming nature and opposite. Charming nature. Actually, no. That works because you then get a personal skill. Yeah. So this is what I mean by like ruthlessly steal from yourself. Like just ruthlessly steal. Let's see. Psi power, leadership. That would be another good one. Yeah. Dennett. Pilot Starcraft. Okay. Acquired ability and talents over the years. These range from 0 to 10, 10 being untrained, 10 being in the paragraph on the skill. Skill is determined by assigned skill points. They are assigned by the skill points presented in the scenario. Let's see, we got body, bravado. Unique powers, special abilities, special talents, or interesting powers. Shit. Yeah. Pop myself some more inspiration juice. Oh, I know. Wrangler. Ability to capture and not put down, capture and domesticate animals of any size. Bod. Who are you? Go away, old notepad. Ring ding ding, how are you? They get faster, tougher, and strong. They became faster, tougher. Calling men for prisoners, dangerous world out there, but that's just minimum security. But that's just minimum security. And next we want to go down. I'm going to take the basic way out. I'm going to draw, and it's going to be humanoids are going to receive a +1 to any attribute. Mammalians are going to receive a +2 to bod, but a -1. Let's take a look at our attributes here. Yeah, we're going to do a -1 to our our education. A reptilian's going to get a +1 to their bod and a +1 reflexes, but they're also going to get a -1 to their bravado, because nobody likes them. Avians are going to get +1 reflexes, +1 +1 bod. Actually, no. +1 reflexes. +1 reflexes. -1 bod. And personal skill. Flight. FLT. Flight. Bod. An arthropod. Let's double check what an arthropod is. Arthropods are going to get +2 bod and -1 bravado, because they're terrifying to look at. Oh, I know. exoskeleton, which is an XN exoskeleton armor 2. Which can be potentially very helpful or not very helpful at all, depending on what kind of armor rules you use. Mollusk. +1 reflexes, -1 bod, and multi-arm, and personal skill. And actually they get, personal skill, multi-arms. And multiple arm. 2. We'll give them 4 extra arms. You may say, "Oh wow, that seems really useful to have a lot of extra arms." And my answer is, it doesn't mean you still don't suffer the dual wielding penalties for things. It just means you can use more. Actually, ability +1 education, -1 bod, fungoid, +1 bod, -1 bravado. God, it would be a fungoid. What would be a fungus man's biggest benefit? Fungus people space. Fungus people space. Fungoid. Stellaris. Tell me your secrets, fungoid. What would be your... No, it looks like fungoid's gonna have to go out. I don't mind, but I know what to do with plantoids. They're going to get +1 bravado because they're pretty and everyone likes looking at them. They're going to get -1 bod because that doesn't necessarily mean they're tough, and photosynthesis. Then synthesis counts as being in a medical facility if in the sun. And lithoids. Lithoids are going to be a chunky man with +3 bod, and -2 reflex. That's really good. Yeah. Actually, if I really wanted to do, and stone, and rock solid, armor 3. Yeah, no, lithoids are kind of awful because reflexes are really good, and you need to invest a lot in them to be able to actually not take a penalty. Let's see. So let's actually... Not exactly. You have to look at you later. But yeah. Range from -5 to 5, with -5 being atrociously awful, and 5 being peak human performance. So effectively, you choose your home world, and then you apply everything here. Millions of stars people call home, but one thing remains. Dozens of lands to hail from, hundreds of planets, millions of stars that people call home. Few things are constant in life, but who you are and where you're from determines a lot about you, the character. But who the character is, and where they are from race and home world. So we're going to post all these. Homeworld. Control Shift 8. Humanoids. Humanoids come in many shapes and sizes, but the universal aspect of them is that they are a bipedal people. Bipedal people with 2 arms, 2 legs, usually clear gender distinct. Usually, they are bipedal people with 2 arms, 2 legs, a mouth, and oftentimes possess a boorish attitude toward and a mouth. Is that? Wait. Okay, we can. Let's make a philosophy joke here. But the universal aspects is that they are in fact a featherless biped. Featherless bipeds with an infinite desire to do things and meet people. Mammalian. I'm gonna do this. The character's race determines who they are. Who they are on a genetic level. Some races have unique abilities, or social constructs, but they are still universally social constructs. But here we are determining their attribute bonuses and any features they have. Below is a list of broad Racial archetypes to use in your space opera production. Humanoid, reptilian people, mammalian. Well, mammals are staple of a majority of planetary wildlife. It would be remiss to believe that there wouldn't evolve a species from one of them. They are often stronger, larger, and more intimidating than most, but they lack certain mental features. I'm saying cat people are dumb. They lack certain mental faculties. Reptilian. Reptiles are cold-blooded and scaly to appearance. But what they lack in empathy or drive, they make up for in strong and stringy bodies. The bodies able to manipulate themselves to peak efficiency. Who doesn't want to play a reptile person? Ring-a-ding-ding-ding. Who are you and what do you need? I don't like it when someone sends me a big ol' what the fuck via text. It usually doesn't mean something good. Okay. Alright, give me one moment. Alright, so I'm back. That was strange. Very strange. But don't worry, that's fine. Everything's fine. I think. I don't know. Like, I'm out of solid. I don't know anymore. But, alright, let's get this done. So, flying majestically through the skies of their homeworld. The avians are a proud and noble people. People with fragile bones and dexterous ability. With fragile bones and dexterous ability. Being able to fly short distances also makes them malleable and dangerous scouts. I put this twice. Yes, I did put this twice. Why did I put this twice? Actually, I'm going to take these two out and just do plantoids and lithoids for now. Because I am a coward and don't really want to deal with that. Plantoids. Ancestrally, the plantoid people are descended from a hyper-advanced network of interlocking plants that communicated to create something similar to brainwaves. This has resulted in a empathetic people who are nonetheless subject to their more leafy failings. Which is to say, you can light them on fire. Photosynthesis. Lithoids. So we'll turn on something a little bit faster. What are we looking for? What's something? Oh. So this is actually by from the X soundtrack, the X games, which is like ultimate space happiness. And this is Alexei Zakharov. He's the guy who did all the music for these games, or the majority of it. And let me step a little bit. Oh, that piano. That piano. Our entity is given sentience and manipulative ability by the interlocking methods of stonework and intelligent design. Give me show you minerals, always manage surplus of it. You can colonize most plants while getting boost that can recall. I'll get to that place off its species. Oh, okay. Alright, I see what that is. Okay. Sentience, manipulative ability, interlocking methods, stonework, and intelligent design. While lithoids may be tough and strong as the stonework they are made of, They are still made of very made of undexterous stone. Made of undexterous minerals. There we go. Plantoids, lithoids, avians. So we got all of these. We're just going to slap some few pictures down on here, and they would look beautiful. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the stream here. We've been streaming for about a half an hour and a half. And tomorrow we're going to continue going down the cleaning route and adding more things, patching some things around, and trying to make our standard issue science fiction, our grand space opera of a game, even better. All right, everyone. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.